Apologies for that break in transmission, as is usually the case, not just the excuse. We're having to deal with power issues here at Kings Park. But in the moments that you could have missed, the Black Pearls came from defending their own try area. Defending their try area, the Black Pearls, to a near break. But that exchange of play has ended up with a penalty for the Thunderbirds just outside the 22. Mary Choita looking to at least put some points on the board, some more points on the board, but that attempt is far off the mark. Grace Auma, she has Emily Lecroux on the outside, but Emily Lecroux has been arrested by the backs, offloading it to Bushra Namutebi, who puts it to boot, and it's well fielded by Molly Lona, who sends a long ball out to the backfield that should bounce into touch, and surely the Black Pearls will have two options: call for that 22-meter drop or a scrum at the 5-meter territory. And you can see the signal from Susanna Dong saying we'd like to go as far as possible inside the Thunderbirds territory, so they will be taking a scrum from the point where Amoli Lona kicked, which is just about at the halfway mark. Yeah, very good awareness of the laws of the game from Susanna Dong there, and perhaps Lona could have and should have made a better decision with that ball in hand. Send it up in the air, a contestable kick that can go either way, or use the player that was on the outside to hit that gap in space. Susanna Dong to the right side now. Bushra Namutebi into that gap. Beautiful offload from Helen Butemi, and then an equally beautiful offload to Susanna Dong, who fends off Mary Choita and is brought down by Amoli Lona, losing that ball forward and into the hands of the Thunderbirds. Choita, advantage should be over, but it was carried back into the 22, kept in play by Emily Lekou. But Sauda Adiru has other ideas of how that sequence should end, bringing them back. Scrum field to the Thunderbirds. comes out on the side of Sharon Anena, who is now toying with Helen Buteme. Winnie Atiang on the outside to Agnes Nakuya. Nice offload to Amoli Lona, who is unable to gather. It's in the hands of Museme, cutting back inside the girl with the long legs. It's a strong tackle by Amoli Lona, but Amoli Lona has been recognized for having suffered a head collision, and certainly she will have played her final piece of action in this game. What a player Amoli Lona is. We hope that she will be able to recover from this concussion forced side lining. Couple of changes from the hosts, the champions in waiting, the Black Pearls. Jennifer Msanabera makes way for Yvonne Evelyn Namatovu, and Emily Lekuru, top scorer with 17 tries, has been replaced by Nancy Aquero, and she gets a round of applause from her teammates. They are the current top scorer. Coming up at 4 p.m. is the Nile Special Rugby Premier League, a round 8 tie between the Black Pirates and Impis from Makere, the last of the two teams to test defeat in this season's Premier League. But the crowning moment will have come already here at Kings Park between the Thunderbirds and the Black Pearls, as Helen Buteme suffers a head collision at that contact with Winnie Atiang, and another player on the floor should be Sarah Nakafero. The three of them might have just played their last piece of action if the medical team have identified the situation at hand. But there won't be any more action needed from either of these teams, from either of these players, as Charlotte Mudola pumps it into touch, and Saudade blows the final whistle to bring an end to this epic encounter, to this thrilling Central Region Women's Championship. The Black Pearls head and shoulders above everybody else, the Thunderbirds, the Avengers and the Eels in this season's championship. They beat the Thunderbirds by 32 points to 3, and they have won the Central Region Championship. You can see the trophy that they will be lifting once the champagne begins to pop. First points in the first half scored by Charlotte Mudola, and then tries from Emily Lekuru, Susan Adong for a 13-0 halftime score, and then champagne rugby from the Black Pearls backs. A superb hat trick from Rita Nadunga to put the Black Pearls out of reach of the Thunderbirds, who could only afford a consolation penalty from Mary Choita Deep in the second half. And the show of respect and sisterhood between the two teams as they share that post-match handshake. Thunderbirds there is the soundtrack, clapping out and congratulating the Black Pearls for an entertaining season, for a championship winning season, and you can see the smiles on the girls' faces. There, Rita Nadunga, hat-trick hero, a superb hat-trick. And then top scorer Emily Lekuru, 17 tries to her name in just 5 games. And then the youngster, the future, the crop of players that are coming up in this Black Pirates train of talent. Helen Buteme, coach player, had announced her retirement, and then she was forced to come back to play. She has played at number 10 for majority of the season. Jennifer Musanabera with the number 2, and then Faith Bahati Museme, plus of course Yvonne Evelyn Namatovu, and then the back row combination. There we have Charlotte Mudola, 17 years of playing national team rugby and even more playing for club rugby, but it is that move to the Black Pearls that has proved to be even more successful. They came, they saw, they conquered, going into this championship as the defending champions. They won in 2020, they won in 2021. They missed out on the Uganda Cup Championship, but have come back in the Central Region Championship and have beaten everyone to claim the Central Region Women's Trophy for 2022. Rita Nadunga, for those 3 beautiful tries, has been named Player of the Match as the Black Pearls get a lap of honor for their fans here at Kings Park Stadium. With about 15 minutes on the clock to the kickoff of the next game, celebrations right now will be short and brief, but it's going to be party time once the sun has gone down, as the Black Pearls can finally let their success sink in once they have realized what they have just done. Getting a round of applause from the men's senior team here at Kings Park, the Black Pirates. There's been lots of banter and jokes from rival fans about calling this home ground the Kings Park, calling it the Queen's Park. And certainly with all the success that the Black Pearls are realizing here at Kings Park, maybe it is indeed the Queen's Park, with how dominant the Black Pearls have been over women's rugby in Uganda. Present today in the awarding ceremony is Uganda Rugby Union CEO Isaac Lutwama, but also in the stands is former Uganda Rugby Union President, current Rugby Africa Vice President, and intending Rugby Africa President Andrew Orr, to witness this crowning moment of the Black Pearls. The CEO Isaac Lutwama has brought a new spring in the step at Lugogo in the Uganda Rugby Union. A different way of doing things, a more organized way of doing things, perhaps a turn for the better at the Uganda Rugby Union. And one of the perks that comes with that important role is moments like this, where you get to be part of awarding the best players in the country. Jennifer Musanabera at the front there with the Black Pearls has been joined by her little sibling, and also in the stands Musanabera is being cheered and applauded by her bigger sister and the rest of her family from Jinja. Exciting moment for the youngster Jennifer Musanabera. Emily Lekuru, and then Namatovu Evelyn with Faith Bahati Museme and a host of other youngsters who have not been part of today's action but have surely contributed to this season's championship. There's Lydia Namabiro, Helena Chanit, and then Helen Buteme, Patricia Yebare, Grace Auma, and then the management team, Team Doctor and team manager Susan. Player of the match Rita Nadunga, and finally Captain Susan Adong. There's still more medals. This time should be for the officials. And the player of the match Rita Nadunga, player of the match today, receiving her plaque. And then of course, for the moment, the Black Pearls have been waiting for the crowning moment where the captain Susanna Dong gets to receive the trophy with her co-captain Rita Nadunga. And there we have it, the 2021 Central Region Women's Champions, Black Pearls. As is the tradition with the Black Pearls, they are getting used to this. Every time they win, they want to make that performance their favorite song, their championship and crowning song. A call to everybody, rugby fans and all, to come see We, inspired by Azawi, one of Uganda's hottest musicians at the moment. Congratulations to the Black Pearls for winning the 2023 rather, Central Region Women's Championship.